What's going on, guys? It's Andy here. Welcome back to Painfully Honest Advice. In this video, I'm going to go ahead and share with you guys 5 stocks that are unstoppable that have Bitcoin exposure. Basically, if you're looking to go ahead and invest or have some exposure to Bitcoin, these are going to be 5 stocks that have exposure. These companies are diversified, so they're a bit safer than investing in Bitcoin directly. Now, if you are new to this channel, I do talk about the stock market, investing, and personal finance, so don't forget to subscribe to the channel down below. But let's go ahead and jump into it. Now, some of these stocks, guys, I am going to have in my portfolio as well, or I should say majority of these stocks, so I will go ahead and share with you guys my portfolio as well. But all 5 of these stocks are going to have some exposure to Bitcoin. And the first stock is going to be a bit of a shocker, and that one is going to be NVIDIA. Now, NVIDIA actually creates processors. They have different processors for different technologies out there. They're in the AI space, they're in the blockchain space, they're in the gaming space as well. They have many different ways that they're diversified and that they make money. This is a company that actually has exposure to Bitcoin because they're one of the largest companies that makes graphic processing units for mining Bitcoin. Now, NVIDIA is the largest company out there that actually goes ahead and creates processors to go ahead and mine for Bitcoin. So this company, as Bitcoin's price goes up and as more and more people are mining, this company's stock price is going to go up. Now, NVIDIA is currently trading at over $500 a share. I do believe this company within the next 2 years will go over $1,000. This company has steadily been climbing, and I see this company climbing even more. Now, the nice thing, guys, with NVIDIA is you have the exposure to Bitcoin, but because this company also makes processors for other things like gaming, they have a GeForce processor that's just a platform purely for gaming. So this is a company I'm very bullish on. Now, I do invest in this company, and there's a couple of reasons why I really like this company, and that's because they also pay out a dividend as well. Now, NVIDIA does not have a large dividend, but their dividend yield is 0.12%, or the total dividend is about 64 cents per share. But for a company that's paying out a dividend, that tells you they have excessive cash that they're also giving back to their shareholders and that they value their shareholders. So I really like that about this company as well. And additionally, guys, if we go ahead and look at my portfolio, within my portfolio, I do have NVIDIA. My current value is $4,242, or my overall gains are about 13.74%, or $247. Now, NVIDIA, if we go ahead and look at Simply Safe Dividends, does have a safety score of an 89. So this company is considered very safe from their dividend standpoint. But guys, this is going to be the first one that has exposure to Bitcoin. Now, jumping into the next one, and this is going to be Jack Dorsey's company, who's a huge believer in Bitcoin, and that's going to be with Square. Now, Square recently just invested 5%, or $50 million off their balance sheet in Bitcoin. Jack Dorsey, if we go ahead and look at his Twitter account, also has a hashtag, and his only hashtag on Twitter is Bitcoin. So he's a huge believer in decentralized currencies, and he's a huge believer in Bitcoin. So Square actually recently just announced that you can go ahead and buy product with Bitcoin. So that's going to go ahead and also give more exposure to Bitcoin because you're able to go ahead and transact with Bitcoin on Square. Now, because Square also owns Cash App, you're able to go ahead and buy or transact with Bitcoin on Cash App as well. Now, if we go ahead and look at Square's stock price, Square is actually currently trading at $200, or roughly around $200 a share. Easily, I see the stock doubling over the next 2 years, so I see it going above $400. Now, Square is a payment processor as well, and they're really diversified in the way that they go ahead and make money. So this is another way to go ahead and have exposure to Bitcoin. And if we go ahead and look at the last 1 year, guys, Square is actually up 184% overall in the last 1 year. And then overall in the last 5 years, they're up over 2,000%. Now, I do have exposure to this company in my portfolio as well. My total value in Square is $1,054. I am down about 10%, or about $104 in this company. I actually recently started investing in Square, but this is a position that I'm going to keep on investing in more and more throughout this year. But guys, that's going to be the second company that has exposure to Bitcoin that I really like. Now, jumping into the third one. The third one is going to be a bit of a surprise as well, and that's going to be with Accenture. Now, Accenture is basically a consultant company. I really like this company because as far as consulting goes, that's something that I believe is going to be here for the next 50 to 100 years. I don't see consulting services going anywhere anytime soon, and Accenture is the largest company when it comes down to consulting. Now, how would you think Accenture has exposure to Bitcoin? And that's because because Accenture actually offers services on blockchain technology. And with blockchain, obviously we know Bitcoin is the first blockchain network out there. Accenture is promoting more and more blockchain technologies, and in turn, that's going to go ahead and keep raising the price of Bitcoin as more and more people become knowledgeable about the blockchain technology. And Accenture also helps with if you want to go ahead and create your own coin as well on the blockchain network. So they have many different services around blockchain, and that's the reason why I like this company, because I see the exposure that they have to Bitcoin, as well as with their general services around consulting and being the largest firm out there. This company is just consistently growing. Now, Accenture is currently trading at $246 a share. This is another company that I believe will easily go about $400 a share in the next 2 years. And if we go ahead and look at their last 1 year, this company is up 19%. And then if we go ahead and look at their last 5 years, they're up about 141%. This is the exact type of company that I like to go ahead and invest in, that has a stock price that's consistently going up over time. And additionally, guys, this company does pay out a dividend as well. With Accenture, they're paying out a dividend of 1.43%. Plus, if we go ahead and look at Simply Safe dividends, this company is considered a 92 as far as their dividend safety score goes. So that means their dividend is very safe. And if we go ahead and look at my portfolio, I do have this company in my portfolio as well. And my current value in the stock is $1,009. I'm up 2.49% or about $25. I actually re-entered my position in this company. I had some profits that I did go ahead and take early on, but because I'm a big believer in this company's overall business model, this is the company that I'm going to be holding on to now for a very long time. But guys, that's going to be the third company that has exposure to Bitcoin. Now, jumping into the fourth company, and that's going to be with the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. Now, Grayscale is a company that basically started a trust that invests purely in Bitcoin. And because a lot of hedge funds cannot directly go ahead and invest in Bitcoin because of the regulations around hedge funds, they can go ahead and get exposure to Bitcoin through Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. Now, a popular company that has invested in Grayscale Trust in their ETF is ARK. Now, ARK does invest through Grayscale to go ahead and have exposure to Bitcoin, and that's how a lot of hedge funds or a lot of ETFs out there are getting exposure to Bitcoin if they want to go ahead and add it in their portfolio. Now, guys, Grayscale is currently trading at about $31 a share, so it's much easier and much more feasible from a price standpoint to go ahead and invest in Grayscale and have exposure to Bitcoin that way. But I will tell you guys, with this company, as Bitcoin goes up or down, this company's price directly goes ahead and impacts that. Now, if we go ahead and look at the 1 year track record, Grayscale's up about 219% overall in the last 1 year. If we go ahead and look at the last 5 years, this company's up over 6,000%. So this is the fourth stock on the list that has exposure to Bitcoin. Now, let's go ahead and jump into the fifth stock, which is gonna be MicroStrategy. MicroStrategy, guys, is actually a semiconductor company. They do make chips for different components out there. So they are diversified in the way that they go ahead and make money. But with Michael Saylor's investment in Bitcoin, he's basically taken their whole balance sheet and converted it over from cash into Bitcoin. So he's a huge believer in this asset class. So in total, MicroStrategy actually recently invested about $650 million in Bitcoin, and now they have a position of over $1 billion in Bitcoin. So this company is a huge believer. This is another way to go ahead and get exposure to Bitcoin, because with the stock, when Bitcoin goes up, the stock tends to go up, and when Bitcoin goes down, the stock tends to go down. But this is another way to go ahead and invest in a stock and invest in a company that's diversified. It's a bit less risk than investing directly in Bitcoin. But with MicroStrategy, their stock actually trades at right around $540. And this is a company, as Bitcoin's price goes up, I believe the stock will easily be over about $800 in the next 2 years. So guys, these are going to be the 5 stocks that I recommend if you want to have exposure to Bitcoin. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do like investing and you want to see more videos around personal finance, investing, or stocks, don't forget to subscribe to the channel down below. And if you like this video, don't forget to smash that like button. If you do want to go ahead and take advantage of a couple free stocks, I do recommend Webull, which is offering 4 free stocks. And then if you want to go ahead and set up an ETF yourself or set up a dividend-based account, I do recommend M1 Finance. And with M1 Finance, you do get $30 when you go ahead and sign up with them. It is a limited time offer that I personally do recommend. But thank you again, guys, for watching. Until next time, I'll see you guys at the next one.